everyone. Today I wanted to talk about my life after college because when I was in college, for some stupid reason, I never really thought about life after college. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna have to get a job, but I never thought about like the nitty-gritty details of where did I wanna live, what did I wanna be doing at my job, how was I gonna make money, that sort of thing. And it's really important to figure that stuff out before you graduate. I graduated in May of 2012 and immediately started job hunting. I actually was job hunting before I graduated, which I really recommend, but I went to college in a different town than where my parents lived, and I moved back home after college, so it was really hard to be in college, job hunt, and get interviews when it was long distance. So once I graduated and moved back home, I applied to every single job that I could. I would spend all day and all night applying to every single job that I could find in the marketing field. My entire focus was just getting a job and having some sort of an income. That's what my parents expected, and I actually think this was kind of a mistake. I was living at home, so I didn't have a ton of expenses, and I think I really could have afforded to spend more time finding a job that I loved versus just taking the first thing that came, which is what I did. I got an interview to work as a social media manager at a pretty large corporation, and I got the job, and it was absolutely awful. I absolutely hated that job. The hours were really long, the commute was terrible, my bosses were just jerks. I didn't get any time off because I hadn't been smart enough to get an official offer letter, which you should get an official offer letter from your adult job that says what your benefits are, what your pay is, so that way you can't disagree about it later. I worked there for a year and I hated every single second of it. So after a year, I got a new job working at a magazine and I quit. Around this time, I also got married and I moved across the country from Omaha, Nebraska to Orlando, Florida. And working at the magazine was a lot better. It was still insanely busy. I sent out their marketing emails for them. So they had 16 different magazines that they owned. And for every magazine, you had to send out 3 emails, at least 3 emails per week. So I was writing, editing, creating over 50 emails a week. It was insane. After working there a year, the magazine was bought out by a larger magazine and they had some trouble paying us. I went through 3 different pay periods and I didn't get any paychecks. So I decided to quit. I couldn't live off of nothing, and I sent them a letter telling them to give me my money or I was gonna seek a lawyer, and that worked. They immediately gave me all of my paychecks and I was unemployed for about 2 weeks, which looking back, isn't bad at all. I know people go years and years with being unemployed, but it was only about 2 weeks. And then I got another job working as a marketing manager for a smaller company. It's a little less corporate. They're a little more flexible. I have a pretty good vacation and benefits packet. So it's definitely been the best job I've had so far, but still it's not that life of freedom I want. I'm still going and answering to someone every day, and I wish in college I had thought how that's really not what I want to do. You know, I want to create my own things in the world. I don't want to have to answer to someone else. I wish I had thought about that more and figured out a plan of action to make that happen after college. I have to say that life after college is definitely confusing. The entire time I have had absolutely no idea what I am doing, but I'm finally starting to figure things out. I would just say, really think about what you want your life to be like after college. Figure out what your dream is and chase that. Don't chase the job you think you're supposed to have or the career your parents want you to have, because it's just not very fulfilling. And if you do get a job and you don't really like it, spend every spare second you have working on your dream. Stay up late, wake up early. You will eventually get there. And that's what I'm doing right now, is working and spending every second I can spare to build the life of my dreams. I will see you guys in the next video, and until then, keep on dreaming.